the #1 grain to unclog your arteries at any age. If you're taking cholesterol medication, put down your morning toast until you hear this. You already cut out red meat, ditched the eggs, gave up butter, and your LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, just won't come down. You feel like you are doing everything right, but that plaque is still there, silently clogging your arteries. What if I told you the problem isn't what you're taking off your plate, but what you're forgetting to put on it? The American Journal of Cardiology proved it. The right diet can drop your LDL by up to 30%. That's the exact same effect as a low-dose statin. No extra pills required. But when you eat the wrong grain or prepare the right one the wrong way, your body actually stores more fat inside your arteries, even when you think you are eating healthy. Today, I'm giving you the 5 grains that unclog arteries. Grain number 2 works like a magnetic sponge, draining cholesterol straight out of the body. And number 1, a massive study that just dropped in Nature Communications in 2026, discovered something amazing. Your gut bacteria actually transformed this grain into a natural statin. And the protective effect from just 2 days of eating it lasted up to 6 weeks. Stick around until the end, because I'm also giving you the 3 healthy foods that are sabotaging your arteries right now, and the brand new 2026 cholesterol guidelines that just changed everything your doctor thought they knew about your heart. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments, what was your last LDL cholesterol number? And what state or country are you watching from? Drop it below. Let's get into it. Disclaimer, this video is for informational purpose only. Using these foods does not replace your prescription. Never stop your medication without your doctor's guidance. Before we get into the grains, there is something crucial you need to understand about your liver. Your liver is a cholesterol factory. It produces 80% of the cholesterol circulating in your blood. 80%! That means even if you stop eating fat entirely, your liver keeps dumping cholesterol into your arteries. It's like turning off the bathroom sink, but leaving the garden hose running in the living room. And the real danger isn't just the slow buildup. What kills people is when a plaque suddenly ruptures. Sometimes a very small one, a clot forms, shuts down the artery, and out of nowhere, a heart attack. High cholesterol is what makes those plaques unstable and prone to bursting. Now pay close attention to this next part, because everything you thought you knew about your target cholesterol just changed. This month, the American College of Cardiology and the American Heart Association released a massive update. They aren't just looking at your 10-year risk anymore. They are using a new calculator called Prevent to look at your 30-year risk, because plaque built up over decades. If you are 30 or 40 years old, your 10-year risk might look low. But here's what nobody tells you. Your 30-year risk could be a ticking time bomb. Here are the new aggressive targets you need to demand from your doctor. General population, aim for LDL strictly below 100. High risk, smoker, high blood pressure, diabetes, below 70. You already have cardiovascular disease or stent, below 55. If you have a stent and you're bragging to your friends that your LDL is 90, I've got bad news. You are out of the range. Your plaques are still growing. You've got bricks in your bloodstream. And with bricks, you build a wall. And parents, listen up. The new guidelines officially recommend cholesterol screening for all children between age 9 and 11. High cholesterol isn't just an old person disease anymore. And this is where it gets really scary. The 2026 guidelines also highlight a hidden test they are begging doctors to run. I already told you about that. Lipoprotein A. It's a highly genetic type of cholesterol that standard lipid panels completely miss. An estimated 64 million Americans have elevated Lp(a). And it can triple your risk of cardiovascular disease. The good news, because it's genetic, you generally only need to test it once in your adult life. But wait, there's a catch. If your clinical picture is still uncertain, tell your doctor to run an ApoB test or order a coronary artery calcium scan to look for calcified plaque. These are the new ultimate tiebreakers. So let's pause for a second. How do we actually fight back on a daily basis? There is a specific type of soluble fiber that does what no medication can do alone. It enters your gut, turns into thick gel, traps cholesterol before it reaches your bloodstream, and forces your liver to stop manufacturing new cholesterol. A two-front attack. Let's get to the 5 grains. Grain number 5, quinoa. Quinoa isn't just a diet food, it's a biological nanobot. Every tiny grain releases soluble fiber that grabs cholesterol in your intestine. Think of it as a fishing net inside your arteries. I had a 58-year-old patient named Roberto, no plaque yet, but his cholesterol was chronically high. I told him, swap your white rice for quinoa at least 3 days a week. 40 days later, his LDL dropped 18 points. He told me, Doc, for the first time, my blood work looks like a young man's. But here's the absolute secret. Quinoa has saponin, a natural resin that irritates your gut and causes terrible bloating. Rinse it thoroughly before cooking, and it becomes medicine. Skip the rinse and it becomes misery. Costs less than $1 a serving. Grain number 4, stovetop popcorn. Popped corn kernels made on this stove actually have more antioxidants than most fruits. The polyphenols swap away the free radicals that oxidize cholesterol and form plaques. But if you are eating microwave popcorn, you are eating highly processed inflammatory fat out of the chemical bag. That's not a cleanup crew. That's vandalism. Swap your afternoon bagel for 3 cups of stovetop popcorn. Add a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Pennies a day, and it's a rock-solid snack. Grain number 3, amaranth. This is the grain 91% of Americans have never heard of it. Amaranth contains a rare compound called squalene. Do you know what squalene does? It goes straight to your liver, the cholesterol factory, and says, stop making LDL. It works on a similar pathway to statins, but without the muscle pain or fatigue. Remember, your liver makes 80% of your cholesterol. Without amaranth, the factory runs at full speed. It's like mopping the floor while a pipe is actively bursting. Amaranth helps shut off the valve. 2 tablespoons a day in soup or oatmeal is all you need. Grain number 2, whole barley. This is pure biological math. Whole barley contains beta-glucan, which works like a magnetic sponge. It binds to bile acids in your intestine. Since those acids are made from cholesterol, barley grabs them and flushes them out of your body through your stool. Here's the magic. your liver panics. It needs to make more bile acids, so it pulls the raw material straight from the cholesterol floating in your blood. The result, your circulating cholesterol plummets. Cook whole barley just like rice. 1 cup a week makes a measurable difference on your blood panel. Now listen to how crazy this next one is. Grain number 1, oat bran. This is the big one, and it will blow your mind. A study that just came out in 2026 in Nature Communications revealed the true mechanism behind oat's power. Until now, science just thought beta-glucan formed the gel. But researchers just discovered something incredible. When you eat oats, your gut bacteria transforms the phenolic compounds into a substance called dihydroferrulic acid. And guess what that substance does? It inhibits HMG-CoA reductase and is the exact same enzyme that prescription statins attack. Your bacteria literally take oats and manufacture a natural statin inside your body. The study showed that just 2 days of high oat consumption dropped LDL by 10%, and the protective effect lasted for 6 weeks. But here's the killer mistake you are probably making. 90% of you are buying instant oatmeal or boxed oat flour. That's highly processed grain stripped of its fiber. It spikes your blood sugar and increases fat in your liver. The difference is simple. Oat flour is flour. Oat bran is medicine. Buy oat bran or steel cut oats. 2 tablespoons a day in yogurt or water. The effect starts in 48 hours. Want to supercharge these even more? Add a tablespoon of psyllium husk in water before lunch and dinner. A massive meta-analysis showed something amazing. Adding psyllium to a statin is equivalent to doubling your medication dose without actually changing the pill. Combined with oat bran, this is double artillery for your heart. But don't close this video yet, because now you need to know what to take off your plate. Traitor number 3, coconut oil. But doc, isn't coconut oil healthy for my brain or my heart? The scientific evidence does not support the hype. Coconut oil is 82% saturated fat, more than pure lard. No quality study has proven cardiovascular benefits. Worse, it increases liver fat faster than other oils and spikes your LDL. Use extra virgin olive oil instead. Traitor number 2, white bread and packaged crackers. You eat them at breakfast, think they are harmless. But refined carbohydrates hit your liver and turn directly into triglycerides and fat, straight to the arteries. It's the exact opposite of oat bran. Swap the morning bread for bran in Greek yogurt. One change, massive results. Traitor number 1, processed meats. Bacon, sausage, hot dogs, deli meat. They are loaded with sodium, nitrates, and saturated fat. The World Health Organization classifies them as group 1 carcinogen, the exact same danger category as cigarettes. You wouldn't light up a cigarette with your morning coffee, but you eat 2 strips of bacon every weekend thinking it's fine. It's not. Now, I need you to hear the honest truth. These grains are powerful, but genetics play a massive role. Some livers simply overproduce cholesterol, and that's when you need medication. There is zero shame in that. I know a lot of people are terrified of statins. Every week a patient tells me, "Doc, I read that statins cause Alzheimer's." This is completely false. The largest meta-analysis ever conducted on this topic, published in 2025, analyzing over 7 million patients proved that statin users actually had a 14% lower risk of dementia. Alzheimer's risk dropped by 18%. And hear me clearly on this. The 2026 guidelines made a strict point to warn the public. Dietary supplements like fish oil, turmeric, cinnamon, and garlic are fantastic for overall wellness, but they are not appropriate alternatives to statin therapy if you are at high risk. Do not play Russian roulette with your heart using a garlic pill if your arteries are already calcified. But what if you genuinely cannot tolerate statins due to severe muscle pain? Ask your doctors about Nexlizet. It combines bempedoic acid and ezetimibe without causing that muscle cramping. And for high-risk patients, the revolution is already here. PCSK9 inhibitors. Imagine your liver has drains to clear out bad cholesterol, but a specific protein clogs those drains. Drugs like Repatha or Leqvio turns off that protein. Your drains unclog and LDL plummets by up to 50%. What does the future hold for us? A phase 3 oral pill called Nexlizet dropped LDL by 58% in recent trials. No needles required. And a groundbreaking CRISPR gene editing therapy recently published in New England Journal of Medicine showed that a single IV infusion can edit the DNA in your liver and permanently drop LDL by 50%. A one-time cure in your lifetime. It's still in early phases, but the future of cardiology is breathtaking. Let me be crystal clear. If your doctor prescribed a statin or any cholesterol medication, take it. I'm not telling you to replace your medication with grains. I'm telling you to combine them. Diet plus medication equals cleaner arteries. You now have the complete 2026 roadmap for your heart. The 5 grains that unclog, the Psyllium that supercharges, the 3 traitors to avoid, and the truth about the medications that save lives. But knowing how to eat isn't enough if you don't know the warning signs. You need to know the 7 signs of a silent heart attack. The kind that doesn't hurt but kills. This video is appearing on your screen right now. Click on it and complete your cardiovascular protection plan today. If you found this video valuable, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and share this with your dad, your mom, or anyone you love. Send it to them right now. My name is Dr. Andre Wambir, I'm a cardiologist, and this is Dr. Dre Health Tips. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.